Good morning, gang. Happy Wednesday morning. Okay, what's the difference between conspiracy theory and fact? The running joke is 6 months. In this case, it's about 3 years, and we can pretty much prove it. If you have any sort of sympathy for Ukraine in this war, if you fly the little Ukrainian flag on one of your social media profiles, if you wear a little Ukrainian lapel pin on your coat, I'm going to bet after hearing this, you'll remove it. At least if you are a true American. Since the beginning of this war, everybody has said Zelenskyy is stealing money from the United States. How much money disappeared. The fact that his wife went out and bought a Bugatti. The fact that he's got 13 houses around the world right now, including one in Miami. How did he pay for that? Remember, this guy is a real clown that wound up ascending to the presidency of one of the most corrupt countries in the world. Okay? The amount of money is in question. It's so much, it's unfathomable. I can't forget. It's unbelievable. We can't comprehend it. It's somewhere between $200 and $500 billion that the U.S. alone has sent to Ukraine. And we know Zelenskyy is a grifter. He wants this money for himself. We had to pay for munitions. We had to pay the pension fund to Ukrainian retirees. All the while we hear every day about Social Security, our pension fund, going broke. Oh, the Ukrainians don't have enough money for food. All the while that the U.S. citizens don't have enough money for food, right? Well, here's a story for you that funny how the U.S. media hasn't said a peep about. And if there's any justice in this world, this video will go viral. This video will make it to the desk of, I don't know, Tucker Carlson or Benny Johnson or pick somebody, Alex Jones, I don't care who. All right. Zelenskyy has been caught with his hand in the cookie jar, embezzling and laundering somewhere to the tune of $5.8 billion. And he was caught. It's 5 billion euro. What's been going on is they've been taking this money, Zelenskyy's entourage, and investing it in crypto. Now, whether it's Bitcoin or Ethereum or Fartcoin, I have no idea, okay? But they now have 5 billion euro, 5.8 billion US dollars in crypto. That's kind of hard to move. You know, you go out and sell that or try to buy something with it, it's going to set off red flags because Zelenskyy's not going into Walmart to buy something, okay? Not that Walmart takes crypto anyway. You know, he's going to want to buy a 14th mansion or he's going to want to buy another multi-million-dollar car. That's going to set off some red flags. So he has to do something with this. He's got to get it out of Ukraine, and then he's got to launder it. He's got to make it clean, right? Well, here was his plan. And the source on this is Alexei Gorcharenko, who is a member of the Verkhovna Rada. If you don't know what that is, that would be the equivalent to a U.S. senator, okay? Somebody in high levels of government. And he now has proof, video and audio, of Zelensky's entourage trying to buy a bank, and not a Ukrainian bank, buying a bank in France. The story goes, though they don't have this on video, that Zelensky's group asked for the help from Emmanuel Macron. Now, we know Macron and Zelensky are buddies. Remember, what was it, maybe a month ago or whatever, that France was, we're going to do anything and everything up to and including nuclear war in support of Ukraine. What are the chances that Macron was involved in this? Gee, what are the chances that, I don't know, Lindsey Graham might be involved in this, or any of the neocons in the U.S. government who have their hand in the cookie jar too? What better way to launder money than to put it in crypto and then buy a foreign bank and launder it through a bank? And while you're at it with this bank, you're now a money laundering kingpin in a foreign country where you can grift and steal like crazy, okay? According to Goranchenko, they have something called the Mindich tapes, which is the wiretapping of the apartment of a gentleman by the name of Timur Mindich, okay, who is a close partner of Zelensky. And now the Anti-Corruption Bureau of Ukraine, the NABU, has found evidence of Zelensky's criminality. I'm going to include two articles. They're both in Russian, okay? They're from respectable sources, too, okay? This isn't some alt media type thing. I mean, one of them is TASS. Come on, okay? But they're in Russian. With the little tab up top, you can translate the articles into English. This isn't propaganda coming out of Russia. This was reported by the Ukrainian Congress and the National Anti-Corruption Bureau of Ukraine. This is where our money's going. All that money that Biden sent to Ukraine, Trump slowed it down, but not much. We're still pissing money into the wind, giving it to Ukraine. And Zelensky wants to be one of the richest men in the world because of you. I don't know, but nowhere in any contract I've ever signed with any company about any job did it say that I was to support Volodymyr Zelensky. Yeah, I got to pay Social Security. Yeah, I got to pay U.S. income tax. Yeah, I got to pay Medicare for the United States, not for Ukraine. Okay. This is corruption at its finest. I'm going to bet the U.S. government is aware of this. But I'm really, if they're not, then we have real problems, because if they can't find, you cannot tell me that there is no U.S. government official that's monitoring Eastern European press, right? Okay. I mean, come on, I'm a nobody sitting in Tennessee and found this. But the shocking part is that the media, CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, NBC, Fox, hasn't reported this. So guilt by association, that means somehow they're embedded in this. This is a cover-up by the U.S. media. Because do you think it'd be important for the U.S. citizens to know that nearly $6 billion of the money that came out of our paychecks was going to line Zelensky's pockets? And of course, his entourage too, the rest of the corrupt oligarchs over there. I mean, it's not like Zelenskyy was going to take all $6 billion of this. I mean, my guess is he'd keep $3 billion and spread out the other $3 billion amongst everybody else. Okay. What do they do with people like this in Ukraine that come out and whistleblow? Oh, they throw them in jail. Oh, they disappear all of a sudden. Okay. Yeah. This is why this needs to get blown up. Okay. Where the pressure can start coming from the people. I'm betting the people in Europe would like to know this too. But take a guess what? Not the English press, not the French press, not the German press, not the Italian press, the Polish press, the Slovak press, the Czech press, the Swiss press, continue, Austrian, I don't care where you want to go. None of them are talking about it either. Why? Because it's contrary to everything they want you to believe. Ukraine good, Russia bad. Ain't saying Russia's good. I'm no fan of Putin. You guys know that. But Zelenskyy is 100-fold worse. And we're cozying up to him. There's only one reason, that any foreign country would cozy up to Zelenskyy. And that's because they're in on the grift. That's it. Hey, send a whole lot of money from your country. I'll launder it through my French bank. And you can have clean money back in your checking account by dinner. There's no other explanation. Read these articles. Forward this video, at least forward these articles to anybody and everybody you know. Send them to the guys that you watch on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter or anything like that, and let them do it. This has got to come out because, like I said, when all we're hearing is the U.S. is broke, we're not going to have money for Social Security or Medicare, or we can't afford to build a wall, or groceries are too expensive, or interest rates are too high, or mortgage rates are too high, and we're quiet about somebody embezzling and laundering billions of dollars, this needs to blow up. Everybody needs to know about this. And once somebody with a big voice says something, then maybe we'll get some answers. Pinball out.